You believe there are two of you, a good one and a bad one, a healthy version and a broken version, and the healthy one's job is to fix the broken one. It makes sense, doesn't it? If something's wrong, you fix it. That's how reality works, except it's not. And here's where people get stuck. You see, when you split yourself like that, when you say, I have anxiety and I need to fix it, you've created a problem that didn't actually exist before. You've created a self that's trying to fix another self, and now you have two of you fighting. Which is exhausting, and the more they fight, the worse it gets. Watch what happens. You get anxious. So the good you tries to control the bad you. The good you says, stop being anxious. But the moment you try to stop being anxious, you're now anxious about being anxious. You've added a layer. Now there's the original anxiety, and the anxiety about the anxiety. And the good you is still fighting, so it adds another layer. Anxiety about being anxious about being anxious. It's like a snake eating its own tail. The Ouroboros. The moment it bites down, it creates a problem. The moment it lets go, the problem ends. Here's the thing most people don't understand. The self that wants to fix you and the you that needs fixing are exactly the same thing. They're the same process. You cannot separate the thinker from the thought. You cannot separate the fixer from the broken thing. There's no observer standing outside your mind watching it and judging it and trying to control it. That observer is your mind. It's the same one. So when you create internal warfare, good self versus bad self, you're creating a fight between two aspects of the same system, and you're dividing all your energy and attention into that fight. Think about it. If a river tried to fix itself by blocking its own flow, what would happen? It would back up, create dams. Get stagnant. The harder it fights against itself, the worse it gets. But a river that just flows, it finds its own way. It naturally removes obstacles, it naturally optimizes. Your mind is exactly like that. The moment you stop fighting it, the moment you stop dividing yourself into fixer and broken, it starts working again. Not because you fixed anything, but because you stopped breaking it. And here's the paradox. The very thing you think is the solution, discipline, control, effort, fighting, is actually what's creating the problem. Trying to fix your anxiety is what makes anxiety worse. Trying to control your thoughts is what gives them power. Trying to be confident is what makes you insecure. Because all of that effort, all of that self-monitoring, all of that internal warfare, it's based on the idea that you're broken. And the moment you believe you're broken, you start experiencing brokenness. Not because you are broken, but because you're now operating from the belief that you are. And once you're in that belief, you're trapped. Because to get out of that belief, you'd have to fix yourself. And fixing yourself reinforces the belief that you needed fixing. It's a loop, a circle. A snake eating its tail. You see it everywhere once you start looking. The person trying to be happy ends up miserable because they're focused on the fact that they're not happy. The person trying to sleep can't sleep because they're monitoring whether they're asleep. The person trying to be confident comes across as insecure because you can feel the effort. Why? Because the separation is an illusion. There is no good you and bad you fighting. There's just you. And the moment you accept that completely, when you stop the war, something shifts. Now here's what's wild. Most people think the solution is more control. Better discipline, stronger willpower. A better system for fixing yourself. But that's just feeding the snake. That's adding more snake to the Ouroboros. The actual solution is the opposite. It's to stop trying to fix yourself completely, to see the cycle and step out of it. Not by fighting it, by recognizing what's happening and choosing not to participate in it anymore. You don't fix anxiety by controlling it. You stop anxiety by no longer being afraid of anxiety. You don't achieve confidence by forcing it. You become confident by no longer needing to monitor whether you're confident. You don't solve the problem by trying harder. You solve it by stopping the trying. That's not giving up. That's actually the most intelligent thing you could do. Because you're no longer wasting energy on internal warfare. All that energy is now available for actual living, for actual presence, for actual change. And here's the thing. The moment you stop trying to be different, you actually start becoming different. Not because you fixed yourself, but because you stop dividing yourself, the system can finally optimize itself. The river can finally flow. So what does this mean practically? It means the next time you notice anxiety or depression or any mental state you don't like, you don't try to fix it. You don't fight it, you observe it. You notice it happening. You notice the part of you that wants to fix it. And you see, in that moment, that it's all you, same process. Same mind. And in that recognition, something changes. Not because you did something, but because you stopped doing something. You stop the war, you stop the cycle. The snake unclenches its jaw, and for the first time in a long time, you can actually breathe.